Greetings, No Way of No Diego enthusiasts. This is a video blog, or I think it's called vlog, for No Way of No Diego, and I think it's very historic because this is the first one that we're doing. So, for this first vlog, I thought I would sort of review this record by Michael White, actually Dr. Michael White, but at the time of this recording, for the record, he was just good old Michael White. And I guess the name of his band was Michael White's New Orleans Music, as it says so here. And what I love here is that it says Real New Orleans Jazz. And the name of the record is Shake It and Break It. So I'm going to play a couple of tracks from this while I do a, not a very formal review. But I got this record from New Orleans, and that was about a month ago in October that I went to New Orleans, and I gotta say, it was an amazing city, just beyond my wildest expectations. Especially if you're a jazz and blues fan, really this is the place to go because there's tons of venues that play this great music around the clock. And so I found this record actually in a used bookstore, and it was brand new. And it wasn't, it was never opened, and I guess the bookseller was telling me that the guy who had the record shop that would sell these records, he was in short of cash, and he has some money problems, so he was just basically giving away all these records for practically for free. So this one I thought was really good. It was released by the 504 record company, and I guess their motto was to sort of preserve traditional New Orleans jazz music. And so, you can hear this band playing, and in the liner notes of the record, they talk a lot about trying to preserve the traditional old sound, old jazz type of music. And I guess, they felt that it was a crisis, that this kind of music would be lost forever if younger players didn't start playing this kind of music. And Michael White was sort of, a younger player back then, and he was definitely an advocate of playing traditional New Orleans jazz. And so he can see here, pictured here, he's mixed with younger and older players. There he is playing the clarinet. And so this record, actually, they did the rehearsal in Preservation Hall. This is a venue in New Orleans on Bourbon Street. And I gotta tell you, if you're in New Orleans, you gotta check it out. It's just ridiculously awesome. And so it's been around for, maybe 80 years or something like that. And there it is. That's the venue, and it looks just like that today. So this band of his, this Michael White's band, they played there, practiced there, and they recorded this record in one day on January 1st, 1981. And, again, January 1st, what a way to start the New Year's, right? Recording this awesome record. So, if you're not used to listening to jazz, this old style jazz might sound really old to you and kind of really weird. But, once you get into it, it's just, there's nothing quite like it. And, this record, they've done a really good job. This label has actually collected tons of, musicians' recordings from that era, from the 70s and 80s. And unfortunately, I'm sure they're out of business, and who knows where they are now. But I just wanted to say that this was, an awesome experience going to New Orleans and finding this record. And if you can find this online, which I don't think you can, download it or order it or whatever you have to do. So let's just listen to it for a little bit. I just love that stuff. So thanks for listening or viewing, and see you next time. Gonna play a little more, and then tune out. Ciao. I just love this head. Yep. I can let this play forever and I'll never get tired of it, so I think I'll stop now, but try to find this record or music like it. There's plenty of it and definitely worth listening to. Alright, see you next time.